Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RFL Season 2 semifinal game, number 1 versus number 3, Central Oklahoma, the defending champions, going up against the UCONN Huskies, we got one team without an offense coordinator, one team without a defensive coordinator. So, Monarch, this should be a pretty interesting game.
Yeah, this should be a really interesting game. UCO all season has been able to pretty much do whatever they want. And so, like you said, with the interesting coaches matchup, we'll see if they can continue to do so.
Absolutely. Who do you want to go to first for the pregame interview?
Uh, we can get UCO out of the way actually early.
Alrighty. All right.
Gage, not even talking.
What?
Oh, hi, Gage.
All right, UCO, you are in 2 games away, in a position where you are 2 games away from defending your national championship. What is the game plan going to be tonight? Is it playing to not lose with all the pressure, or is it just kind of freelancey and let's see what happens?
Well, it's definitely, not to play not to lose. We've done that before. We've gone conservative, and it's almost cost us a couple games this year. So we're definitely not going to do that. We're just going to keep playing like we have, in our previous 8 games, and whatever happens, happens. I believe Wad had to step away, so he's not going to be available.
All right, Monarch, any questions for, I guess, just Gerald at the moment?
Yeah, I was gonna say, any wrinkles, anything that we haven't seen that we can, anything that you're trying to pull out of your sleeve here tonight that we can expect to see? Give us a little preview.
I think that's going to be something that we might have to wait and see. If it does, it's going to kind of be a surprise for everyone. Don't really want to give too much away. Connecticut's it's a great team. Can't really give a lot away. Can't give them any advantage. So let's just maybe wait and see.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
All right, Gerald. Well, best of luck. Hopefully, you get at least one of your coordinators back in here tonight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We will see you at halftime.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. The UConn Huskies, Coach Pars, Coach Rader. We just heard from UCO where, their game plan is obviously they want to run up the score and try to win by as much as possible. So what's going to be your game plan to prevent that from happening?
Just that, not let it happen. Raider, can you talk now? This is more of a question for you. It's try to keep up, man. That's what it is, right? This team's gonna score. Right? I don't care what your defense is. I don't care how good you are. This team's gonna score. So can we keep up? We gotta wake up. We gotta go quick, and we gotta start off hot. Like last time we played them, we started off cold. It's playoffs though. We've been enjoying the weather, enjoying the place we're at right now, and we just come to play the game we love, and it'll be a good game. We're gonna try to keep it close, and ultimately win.
And this has been kind of the Achilles heel for your one half of the Weasley brothers here with this matchup. Have you said anything to him tonight to get him up for this? 'Cause I know he was really dejected after the last matchup, and he's a huge part of your team. So is there anything you said to him especially to get him going?
Yeah, man, just breathe. Just George can play the best quarterback in the league and can play like the worst quarterback in the league. Breathe. Don't let the spotlight be too much for you. Fred's on the other side. That's fine. It's like when you guys were kids throwing the ball around in the backyard. Like it's just breathe. We're here. Take this game one play at a time. And we'll figure it out together.
All right.
All right. Well, best of luck to you guys, and we will see you at the half.
Thank you.
Good luck.
We gotta reload.
I don't know what he meant by I've got to reload, but Monarch, I don't know what the spread is on this one.
I'm not sure about that either, but I think it might have had something to do with Gerald because he sighed about him afterwards. But if it has to do with anything else, hopefully he's reloading in his backfield with his quarterback and reloading some connections there because the last couple of times we've seen the Weasley brothers go at it. George, I guess, is it George on his end or is it Fred? I can't even keep track of these guys. I just know that the one that he has continues to get destroyed by his brother. So, I know that having brothers myself, that's a huge hurdle to climb. I want to see if he can do it tonight.
Yeah, so Fred, the Heisman Trophy winner of season 2, is on Central Oklahoma.
Got it.
George is on UConn. George started very,
Come on,
very hot
George.
this season. UConn actually, their safety Eagers was in the Heisman Trophy running last season for his performance defensively, finished top 3.
Wow.
And then this year, Fred Weasley actually wins it. So for those of you that weren't keeping up with the award show a couple weeks ago, there's your little breakdown. But yeah, so like you said, it's been ultimately a battle of the brothers that I don't think George has came out on top yet.
No.
This could be his opportunity to get revenge, but we will have to see.
And really, not only to get revenge, kind of take the all the buzz, away from his brother here in the semifinals to go in the Natty. So, could be a good one.
Yeah, like I said, he is the Heisman Trophy winner. So the buzz is going to be around Fred. It's going to have that burden, that chip on his shoulder of, who's the better Weasley brother. That's something we saw in Quidditch, and that's something we're going to see here at the, on the football field.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really interested too to see if Raider is gonna be able to do anything at all. I'm not sure if he might be there, but he might not be there. So we'll see. There he is.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. So UConn's going to get the ball to start. They're going to return this out to about the 30-yard line, and George Weasley will lead his team out. Let's see if I can pull up the stats real quick and get a kind of update on where everybody stands.
Yeah, let me see that as well. 1 second here.
All right, 1st and 10 coming up. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and there is 4 Bronchos there ready to make
Wow.
a tackle for loss. Not how you want to start the game if you're UConn. And I think that was
Nah.
just a counter play with a couple pullers.
Yeah, not at all. They were definitely bringing the heat there, like you said, swarming defense on that first play.
Yeah, and if you pull up the stats, Monarch, the Weasley brothers are 1st and 2nd in yards and touchdowns. So
All day. Couldn't find anybody though.
yeah, I would almost chalk that up as a coverage sack for no yards lost. He had nowhere to go, started to feel the pressure, tried to make something happen, and ultimately just threw it straight into the ground about the line of the game. But you're still looking at 3rd and 11.
Yeah, 3rd and long now. Trips out to the left-hand side here. Should be interesting. Bringing pressure again.
And he just airmails it straight out of bounds.
And a quick 3 and out there for the UCO defense. George not necessarily getting off to the good start we were hoping for.
At all. And, like Parr said in the pregame interview, UCO is going to score. It's going to be a matter of trying to keep up. And right now, not the start you wanted in those efforts.
Yeah, and not to say anything like you were saying with them scoring so much, this almost feels like already a 2-possession game with them getting the ball back in the second half. I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping that the Connecticut defense and they have a solid defensive line and a good team overall, in my opinion. So let's see if they can do something here on defense and shock us.
I'm curious to see if we're seeing a new plays or formations out of UCO as well. Watt has mentioned a couple times having stuff in his bag. Just a matter of when does it debut. We got 2 back sets start this drive from the 45-yard line. Man in motion to the right. Going to be a handoff up the middle to Elijah Guy, the wide receiver, lined up in the backfield. He's going to pick up 3 yards, and 2nd and 7 now for UCO.
Yeah, and UCO just using that motion as a little bit of a decoy, a little bit trying to open up that lane in the middle there. But a great play by the linebackers to come and fill that for Connecticut.
Now we're going with a 2x2 set, 10 personnel. Another inside zone handoff, broken tackle at the line of scrimmage, able to gain a yard. Now third and
Great play
long.
there from the defensive line. Yeah, 3rd and long now, 3rd and 6. What a play from that defensive lineman there to get off his block and didn't make the tackle, but allowed his linebacker and the rest of his teammates to get up there and make the play.
Yeah, and sometimes D coordinators will credit a tackle to somebody that just does
Yeah.
his job. It's not about making the play; it's about doing your job and just getting a plus on the stat sheet. At the end of the
Absolutely.
day. And Fred,
Oh,
the Heisman Trophy winner, throws it straight to the UConn defender, and I don't know who he was trying to hit there. There was a couple receivers
Wow.
in the area, but ultimately, the defensive back's the man that comes down with it, and now it's UConn ball going the other way.
yeah. There's a lot of movement from multiple receivers in that small area. Not sure if he knew himself where he was going. Right. So huge play for that UConn defense.
Now,
Oh, what a
beautiful
give it the
first
middle.
down run. Yeah, Robinson showing his swiftness, making a few men miss, nice cuts, picking up 8 yards on first down.
And this is, even though they didn't do anything on that first drive, this is exactly what the doctor ordered for UConn right here. Get Fred cold early and get the ball in good field position and see what happens. And here we are.
Yeah, already almost out to the 50-yard line, and then I think that was just a missed block there by the pulling guard.
Yeah. Yeah, something happened there. Yeah, it looked like he blocked air there. But a great play with the linebacker bringing up 3rd and 5 now for Connecticut.
Going with a 2x2 tight set, 10 personnel on the field.
George changed some things up there.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
Oh!
Splitting defenders. Alex Lebeck, 31-yard reception. When he called it, I thought he may have been gone. I didn't know where everybody else was on the field. But a beautiful pitch and catch and a 31-yard gain.
Yeah, I thought he was gone. I think everybody else at home maybe joined me in that one there, but a wonderful play there. Now you got the ball at the 25, 20, 24-yard line. Fred doing well now. Or George, excuse me, doing well now. Won't be the last time I mix those two up.
Yeah, definitely. We got 2 more years of it as well. Robinson's going to keep it up the middle this time, 4-yard gain.
Yeah, and going back to that play, just a man-man coverage broken there on that slant. Oh!
And Rod getting his first carry of the day, picking up another 6 yards and a first down. And UConn slowly approaching that red zone.
Yeah, you can tell the UConn team is starting to get pumped up here. Everybody's playing with a little bit of mojo now. Love to see it.
And we got trips to the field. It's going to be a screen pass. And he's going to walk into the
He's
end zone.
walking.
There's no one for the lineman to block, much less anyone to stop him. UConn
Wow.
with a
What a
score.
start.
Yeah, after I think it was a quick 3 and out, you get a turnover, then you come back, find pay dirt, and go up 7-0.
Yeah, just a great play call there for the screen. You could tell that the UCO defense was trying to bring pressure there up the middle, and they just completely caught them off guard. What a great play from this Connecticut offense.
Now UCO. Now I will say the interception last drive by Fred was on 3rd down. Had it been incomplete, you were going to punt the ball away anyway. But just the fact of the interception, it halts his progression towards getting warm or getting hot. Going to make it a little bit harder. Now, if you remember the last year's playoffs, UCO was down like 25 in the second half to Southern Miss, now Montana. And then Fred just came alive and ultimately sparked the comeback to win and go on to win the national championship.
It
If
was
you
like his
get-
Burrow moment, in my opinion, right? Where he just kind of clicked from there going forward. Not that he wasn't good before, right? But
Right.
I just feel like he just went on a tear. And maybe now, coming back down to earth, we'll see.
Yeah, my fear is if you go down 28 to UConn, I don't think there is a coming back. This isn't Southern Miss who just squeaked into the playoffs. I mean, Southern Miss was blanked by Coastal Carolina the game before that happened and ended up throwing it away, and that was ultimately the downfall of Southern Miss and Montana. But UCO, looking like this could be a downfall of their drive right now. 3rd and 10 after the screenplay picks up 0.
Yeah, and like you said, this is going to be a really interesting battle of momentum in this game. And right now, Connecticut has their foot on the gas on that end. UCO needs to get a first down here, in my opinion, to try and stop the bleeding a little bit.
And Weasley has more interceptions than he does yards at this point in the game. I think he's talking about Monarch, Mason, to be honest. Trips to the field. We got a strong side running back, and I don't know what 22 just did, but he was doing something. But Chris Ware going to pick up 12 yards and a first down. A beautiful ball there by Weasley.
And Ware getting the tight angle there, getting in front of his guy, making a nice catch at the yard to gain mark there. You know, I love to see receivers actually get to the yard to gain, not cut it off before. Great play by him.
Oh. I thought.
Looked like, yeah.
Yeah, I think we both saw the same thing there.
I thought it was good. Wow, what a play from that linebacker. Just covered that space in no time at all, it seems.
Now UCO is going back to the 2-back set. They love some triple option stuff out of this. Love halfback angle routes. We'll see what they like to do here on 2nd and 12.
Yeah, you would love to get some positive yards here. Don't want to be in that 3rd and long situation again where you're kind of throwing it up there, mercy of the NCAA gods.
Another screen pass. And it's I thought it was picked off. I thought it was going to be going the other way.
Adam Anah. What a play by that defensive end. Yeah, it was definitely looking to be picked off. And, you know, I don't want to say it'd be pick 6, but I would love to see a big man pick 6. Oh, wait. We saw that last night. If you were not there, or not last night, excuse me, 2 nights ago. If you were not there 2 nights ago, we had a pick 6 from the 50-yard line onward from a defensive end. It was beautiful. But 3rd and long now.
Yeah, last time on 3rd and long, they converted by about a yard. We'll see what they do here, 3rd and 12. 3-man rush. Weasley over the middle. Easy pitch and catch. No one was. I don't think UConn had the defender short of the sticks. 19-yard reception. Chris Ware again picking up the first down.
Yeah, it looked like he had 2 guys there, actually, that he could have gone to. Great play by Chris Ware again, though.
Going with the hurry-up offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Weasley throws to no. I think he threw into the ref, honestly. Ball falls incomplete. Now 2nd and 10.
You know, that dark blue and the black stripes could mess with Weasley's eyes. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe thought the white was some yellow. Maybe we get a colorblind check on Fred Weasley.
We'll have to ask at halftime for sure. Inquiring minds. And there is some confidence in the chat that we have Theo Vaughn on the broadcast with us tonight. So
yeah, I still haven't figured out if they're talking about me or you, to be honest.
They're talking about you, but we're gonna roll with it.
It's like kicking a fat kid at Kmart. Weasley handing the ball off to Tompkins.
Eating up. Another 3rd and long now. They have not been able to get anything going on the ground so far, and that's been a huge problem for them because they like to be balanced. You know, they're a team, in my opinion, that uses the run to really open up the pass and get those play action plays to work. And so far tonight, it has not been working. I'm not sure if they completed a play action. They've had those dropbacks and made a couple passes to Chris Ware, but every play action, I believe, has been an incompletion. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do going forward.
And they haven't had a 3rd down of 5 yards or less either. It's been 3rd and 6, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, and now 3rd and 10 again. What could be the final play of the first quarter?
Quick one.
That'll be an angle route. No, they audible to a street.
Oh my goodness! How did he get away from that?
I mean,
just the athleticism to get away from that was impressive. Even though it went to nowhere. I also have a question. I don't think he was outside the tackle box, and the ball definitely didn't make the first down line. So I'm not sure if that wasn't intentional grounding territory, but
it just has to meet. It has to reach the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there was nobody. If he was inside, nobody there. But at any rate, wonderful stop from the UConn defense, right? And getting the ball back here at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and now if you're UConn, you got to go into killer mode. You've got to go score and go up 2 scores so you have just a little bit of cushion. And that's a great way to start the drive. 9-yard gain, Alex Lebec again. And
Yeah, and
that
the
would
offensive
be,
line, too.
Yeah, great hold up there. As the highlights show, the ball just being airmailed out of bounds. 2nd and 1 coming up, first play of the second quarter.
You know, when it's low scoring like that in the first quarter, sometimes you get those really interesting highlights.
Got to pick and choose what you really want to show when there's just no highlights available.
That's right.
11 personnel in the game now for UConn. It's going to be a handoff to Robinson, who runs into the back of his tight end, bounces to the outside, barely picks up enough for the first down, but a barely is always enough. So
yeah, looked like he had a hole there on the inside that he just kind of missed. Unfortunately, could have gotten some more yardage there, but like you said, 1st and 10 now, 31-yard line for UConn.
Short motion, play action, quick
Ooh.
pass. That just looked like a jumbled mess, but it picks up 3 yards, and UConn facing a 2nd and 7.
Threw it into quadruple coverage, it looked like, but got away with it.
Yeah, I think that was his hot read, and he just threw it regardless. Didn't really know. He knew he'd be there and just kind of trusted him, put it on his receiver to make a play, and that's what happened.
I think that's 3 in a row, too, for Labuka.
I can't believe he stayed in bounds there. That would be his 4th reception in a row.
They are making a good connection here right now. 4 for 57 yards. He's been his go-to early in the second quarter.
5 for 7, 70 yards, and a touchdown. I'm surprised we're not going to see, I was about to say run it a little bit more. I don't know if that was a read option or a zone. I think a read option may have done just enough to pick up some yards, but ultimately brought down from behind by the defensive end. What a play there by the UConn defender.
Yeah, and to give credit to the Bronchos defense has played pretty well so far. You know, they've been disciplined. They haven't gotten beat on anything crazy. You got to see what UConn can do to open them up a little bit.
Weasley throwing short across the middle. Receiver drops it off his hands. Almost A, intercepted, B, caught by the offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Now you got 3rd and long coming up for the Huskies.
Yeah, and if for UConn here, let's just get some clock rolling too. If it was me, you know, I wanna play some field position battle.
Ooh, I thought that had just enough touch on it, a little pizzazz.
Yeah, me too.
Ball falls incomplete, and UConn's got to punt this ball away. I don't imagine we see a fake punt here this early or a 68-yard field goal.
Yeah, I would not, in my opinion, try that right now. You keep that in your back pocket.
It's probably, I thought it was going to be returned.
Can this UConn defense keep UCO, you know, off balance and you know, really keep making plays for UConn? Because in reality, their offense didn't do anything until their defense put them not in a great field position, but gave them some momentum, right? And so they're going to have to lean on them all game, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, and if I'm UConn, I may be selling out to stop the run on 1st and 2nd down, especially with all the play action calls opposed to just standard passes. Get them in 3rd and long situations where you can drop 8 into coverage and just make them play underneath. But now we got a long shot, and it's another pass intercepted for UCO. And UConn set up shot at the 40-yard line. Just a terrible pass. That was right hash to left numbers. Terrible ball, badly underthrown. Now UConn's going the other way.
Yeah, and Keegan Carden, the wide receiver, cornerback, you know, pulling a little Travis Hunter here, see if he can do something on offense too.
Freshman corner at that, making his name known here in the playoffs.
Yeah, highly wanted recruit by a lot of teams.
And a beautiful run by
Look at that hole!
Up the middle, picking up 20. That seemed like a lot more than 25. A beautiful carry there.
Look at him put those shoulders down. Nobody wanted a piece of Bryce Robinson there. What a gain.
Yeah, what a way to get skinny and get under the defender is exactly what it looked like. sneak clarifying Carden is only playing corner at the moment. No offense just yet.
Maybe they should look into it.
I think that was a screen play. Play action
Yeah.
screen, what it seemed like.
Interesting play call. Yeah, he definitely was coming back to the ball. It looked like to be a little screen, or maybe just a really quick, comeback route. But at any rate, incompletion.
Short motion by Donna. And Wiley Coyote, the RFCL all-time leading tackler, makes his welcome to the semifinal known with a huge stop on second down. Not going to be third and very long for UConn. The good news is you are about just outside the field goal range. You don't even necessarily have to pick up the first down. Just pick up about 5 yards here. You could probably just come away with 3.
I was going to say that sack might have been out of field goal range. Great pass, though.
And that's exactly what you wanted. A 10-yard gain, no harm, no foul. You didn't turn the ball over, take your 3, and make this a 2-score game.
Yeah, I still have flashbacks as App State.
And he missed it.
Yeah, I knew it.
And it's not even like he didn't have the leg. He just pushed it.
Look at it swing out there. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Well, defense back on the field now. See if they can make another play.
Yeah, I think that kick probably would have been good for 50 had it had the accuracy. The leg was not in question. Like I said, UConn just sell out to stop the run on first and second down. Because, like I said, most of the time, UCO, it's play action pass or it's a run. It's hardly ever just a straight-up standard 3-5-step drop. It's play action, then into, the progression. So if Raider gets a good read on that, it could be a long day for UCO. But 2nd and 7 coming up now. I don't think we've had a second or third and short for UCO yet.
No, definitely not. I think I think they got 2 3rd and 6, right, from like a 2nd and 9 or something like that.
And just like that, 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and Tompkins finding that hole and just bursting through there. And that motion from the wide receiver seems to be confusing, some of the linebackers for UConn.
Yeah, it's doing its job. The job of that motion is to just hold that outside backer or hold that the motion side backer just enough to where he has to take one step or just has to think about it. And then once that's gone, the job is done.
And speaking of the linebackers, great play there on Tompkins on that swing pass. The screen swing right there. That was, beautiful play there from the linebacker, just waiting for him as soon as he caught the ball.
Yeah, and you can blame that on the old lineman for not picking up the heat-seeking linebacker. But what a lot of people don't realize is on those screen plays, linemen work outside in. Your first responsibility is going to be the corner. Second responsibility is going to be the outside backer. And then the third guy, the center, would pick up the middle linebacker. In that case, I didn't even see a center get pulled out there. So the middle.
I don't think he made it. Yeah, I don't think he made it out there.
Another play action pass, ball thrown short over the middle, and the tackler ended up pushing him forward for a couple extra yards. Now 3rd and long again for the Bronchos.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here for the Bronchos, but able to move the ball here for the last few plays. See if they can pick this one up.
I think looked like a cover 4.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it looked like they had a couple players drop there, maybe spying the QB in cover 4 formation, like you were saying, right, with everybody out there.
I'm pretty sure
another great stop,
dropping the coverage as well. A 2-man rush.
Yeah.
UConn going to return this punt though. Got a little bit of a lane, but met immediately. Kyle Morris returned that 14 yards. UConn really
to about the 30.
Yeah, maybe the 25. I don't know exactly where he called it at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. About 30.
But yeah, huge series here. Only 2 minutes left in the first half.
A screenplay to Robinson. He's got blockers. Fumbles out of bounds.
Huge hit. Who was that?
Not even sure. It looks like the D end.
Yeah, he got out there in a hurry. I think he got kind of pushed into him too from the lineman. But that fumble brings it 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and it also stopped the clock, so a huge plus there for UCO. Now you got a beautiful ball to, is that Lebec? It is.
It is
That's his
Lebec.
5th catch of the day, up to 13.5 yards per reception.
Yeah, now brings it that 3rd and 1 here. See if they can see what they do with this clock. Back to pass. Going deep.
Oh,
he's
wide
there.
Open.
Oh my
John
goodness.
Jones, 5. Touchdown.
Oh!
John Jones, a 62-yard touchdown.
Wow. On 3rd and 1, too.
Yeah, I think UCO brought 6, maybe 7, and it did not pay off for him. John Jones streaking.
Yeah. And I don't think it was a play action either. That was just a beautiful play. And like you said, the credit to the offensive line, give him a clean pocket there to throw from, and just found his man in stride. John Jones not able to be caught from behind, and 14-0 UConn on UCO. And like you said, Gage, it's not 28-0, but with this style of game, this may be enough. And we don't know yet, obviously, but this is getting kind of tight now.
Yeah, and for all extensive purposes, this really should be a 17-0 game
Right.
as well. Now,
That's right.
I will say, if you've watched all of UCO's games this year, don't rule out a long bomb before halftime. I think they've scored on it 3 times this season, so it is still a possibility.
Yeah, and that interception to Keaton Carter, the wide receiver was behind him. So if he actually hit that pass, it's a touchdown probably too.
Yeah, absolutely. 1, 2, 3,
But going
4,
conservative.
5, 6. I think I saw 7 defenders there within 5 yards of Weasley when he got tackled.
Wow. And the clock is running now.
I wonder if UConn elects to call some timeouts. Wow. What a catch there by Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, it looked like there was 4 guys submerging on that ball there. Wasn't sure what was going to happen.
I want to say it actually bounced off of somebody and he grabbed it. Don't quote me on that. Now a beautiful run up the middle by Devin Selesker. No, Jordan Tompkins, actually, not Selesker. Selesker's out this game. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he got injured last game.
Yeah, he got injured in the conference championship. He was out for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Man, it looked like it was a huge hit on Weasley in the backfield there after he threw the ball.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Selesker being injured. That's a huge loss.
Yeah, he's been a great player for them. But 2nd and 10 now from the 50-yard line for UCO.
Need only about 20 yards here to come away with some points for the half. Obviously, you want the touchdown, but you do need to protect the ball.
Every time I'm thinking about App State in that game, I'm just like, 30-yard line.
Wow.
Oh, what a catch by a guy there.
I'm not 100% convinced he got his feet in, to be honest with you, but it is what it is, 3rd and 5.
It was either both feet in or no feet in, right?
Absolutely. Pretty sure I saw some white pants or yellow pants land in the white there, but no review.
Yeah, what a hit, too.
The clock even stopped. It marked him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's interesting there. I'm not sure. Maybe that was just a give back from Weasley.
Yeah, I don't know. UConn, 4th and 5. UCO is going to go for this.
And I'm not sure about this, but I'm assuming Weasley, George is or Fred, excuse me, is a pocket passer because he had a lane there. It looked like to get that first down if he just took off.
I think he's balanced, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's many pocket passers in the league. I know Hoffman, obviously. Dot.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Talk about
what
finesse. Put a little English on it.
Yeah, and Chris Ware. Chris Ware catching that ball in traffic, getting down to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line.
I think that is Ware's 3rd catch on 3rd down for a first down. And followed up by a terrible pass Fred Weasley,
Yeah.
8 for 17 with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's been really hot and cold tonight. Not even 50% on his passes now, but like you were saying earlier, it just seems like he just needs a play or two, right? And he will be right where he wants to be. So 25 seconds now. Still 3 timeouts though.
Yeah, definitely enough time for, honestly, both teams to come away with points. Elijah Guy getting his second carry of the day. UCO going to call a timeout. 3rd and 5 coming up. Now, if UCO gets in a 4th and short situation, do they elect to burn both of their 4th down attempts right here? Or do they just take the 3 points and kind of go with it?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I think they may not. This will be the giveaway based off this play call. If they run the ball here, they're gonna kick it, right? This is what I believe.
I would think so, yeah.
Stack formation though. What? Oh! Oh my goodness! He caught it! Wow! What a play call right there.
That was just terrible job there by that defender.
They only had one man over there. They only had one cornerback over there, and they couldn't get over into the stack. The stack formation beat them, and the one man who was over there went on the in route from the wide receiver, and the other guy was just wide open. Unbelievable.
And they must have fired the UCO team up just a little bit because a hard hit there on Kyle Morris.
Yeah, and Morris hasn't had much room to return really anything tonight.
Why are they just going to eat it and go into halftime with 3 timeouts? Dude, I'm at least taking a shot and seeing what happens. You got 13 seconds.
Yeah, that's an interesting play call.
They get the ball to start the second half, too. UCO does.
Yeah, so they're essentially just giving away a possession.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
We'll have to ask a question about it for sure.
We will, and let's go do that really quick. Let's go live to
UConn.
Yeah, let's go live to UConn real quick and see what Coach Pars has to say. Coach Pars, I got one question for you immediately. You had 3 timeouts there and 13 seconds to go before half. What was the decision to just kind of knee it out and get into halftime?
I've seen a lot in this league and a lot over time where it can easily cause your quarterback to get cold, and this is going to be a long game. This is going to be a big fight the entire way through. Kneeing out and going to halftime doesn't allow George to get cold. It doesn't allow him to throw an interception. It allows my team to stay hot. It allows my team to stay ready for the next quarter.
I like it. I like the explanation. And Coach Rader, your defense has been playing tremendous so far. That last drive, they were able to get the ball moving down the field, obviously, get that touchdown. But the whole first half, really before that, just able to contain them. What have you been calling? What have you been seeing that's allowed your guys to be so successful?
Obviously, this is a new play, or we've added a lot to this playbook. This is the first time we're debuting it. I had a lot of closed-door practices with the guys, the team, to get rolling here. I think Pars is doing a good job of reading what they're doing, which helps me make calls that are going to be successful. The end there, we just got caught in a bad defense, so we just got to make sure to have a little bit better communication when they're doing the hurry up, and we should be fine.
Yeah, that's on me. I was playing around too much, trying to get people set in the correct spots, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, that stack offense is tough to line up against. Having done it myself a few times, it is difficult and frustrating. Now, going forward in the second half, is there any plan that's going to be, what you guys are thinking to do here? Like, what is your mindset going forward in the second half? Are you going to try and open the playbook up? Because you were successful, throwing the ball downfield here, but are you gonna get conservative now, or what are we gonna see?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm opening it up all game. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but there's been a few plays that you haven't seen UConn call all season. So I'm trying to open it up more. Offense is looking good. They stalled us a couple of times. It's bound to happen. Georgia's starting to heat up. The whole offense is looking good. Got to get Bryce going, man. Got to get Bryce going. I think he has 35 yards on 8 carries. Got to get him going. Other than that, though, I'm feeling good.
All right.
Yeah, you've performed pretty well in the first half. Hopefully, you can keep that momentum going the rest of the game. We're gonna go talk to UCO. Let you guys have a. Excuse me. We're gonna go talk to UCO. Let you guys have a moment, and we'll see you after the game.
All right.
Good luck,
Thank you.
boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we need a big. We got to come out swinging. We got.
All right, Coach Gerald. Not a position you and your team have found yourself in a lot this season. Not only trailing by 7, but with the Heisman Trophy winner with 2 interceptions. What's went wrong for him?
I mean, everything's gone wrong. He's just not playing to himself tonight. There's really no other way to put it. Just not making good reads. We've had countless receivers open, and he's just not hit them. So he's not playing, like he was that last touchdown throw. Hopefully got him back. That was a nice throw by him. But this is kind of a must-score drive for us here. We feel like we've got to score here to kind of stay in the game, if you will.
Yeah, and to that end, like you said, this is a huge drive coming up here. Are we expecting to see you guys go back to that hurry up after it was so successful there to end the half?
I think it just kind of depends, what's going on there. I mean, that did really work. That was also because of the clock situation. We'll see that. Right. We'll see if, it'll be a wait and see type of thing.
And then, on defense, you guys have been able to, make some plays there on the ground, but through the air, they've been really hitting you hard. What, are there any changes in the secondary coming up here, or are you guys going to just stick with the same shop?
We're going to be really honest with you. We don't know what to do on defense. Juan and I are not defensive minds. The fact that our defense is rated highly, in this league so far, I don't really know how that was possible, but it is. We just got to find some plays that works. Nothing we've called really has worked besides that first drive. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess.
We'll see what happens, right? So,
well, I got one question for you. Does Devin Selesker being out this game, has that impacted your offensive play calling, or are you just kind of putting the load on Jordan Tompkins and next man
maybe up? A very, very, very slightly, just because we've got some stuff that we ran that was very nice with 2 running backs, but I would say the impact is fairly minimal.
Just because we're not getting blocks up front, that's another problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not our backup's fault that we don't have rush yards. He just hadn't had opportunities, I should say.
Yeah.
Got you. Well, best of luck to you guys, and hopefully you can pull off another semifinal second half comeback.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good luck, boys.
All right, Monarch, we are in for what could be a rowdy second half. How do you see this game playing out based on the first half?
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, in my opinion. And, I don't really want to make a prediction either way. I just know it's going to be good. So let's see.
Starting off with a very good return by Tompkins, setting him up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and putting them in tremendous field position, like you said. UCO really needs to put their foot in the gas pedal, in my opinion. We need to smash the momentum back here on the first drive.
Yeah, and you see them mentioning the 2-back set at halftime. They're coming out in that Elijah Guy, his 3rd carry, picking up 4 yards. And
Yeah, it looks like you had a nice little hole there off the side in that left tackle spot. See if they keep going back to that side.
Yeah, going away from the 2 wide receiver set to the weak side of the defense, going back with that man in motion. Now screen, and Weasley's just not going to throw it.
Yeah, not sure if he didn't see the pressure or what happened there, but they had a lot of man they had 3 guys out there in front of the running back. So if they got the ball out to him, he might still be running.
And I think he only had 2 guys he had to worry about. So 3 on, really with the receiver, it was 4 on 2. I'll take my chances. Unfortunately, Weasley just wanted to, I guess, get brought down.
Yeah, and 3rd and 16 now, not what UCO ordered here to start the second half. Going to that stack formation, though, that was so successful there to end the first half.
I'd be almost surprised to see anything other than at least 2 verticals. Weasley under pressure, brought down again.
Got him again.
What a play call by Raider defensively in the secondary. You see a curl at the sticks. I bet the other guy went deep. Probably mirroring routes on the other side. 4th and 24 now for UCO.
And I think it was back-to-back plays there for Helen Keller. Not sure how he does it. Can't see, can't hear, can't do a lot of things. But he's making those sacks in the backfield.
Yeah, we got colorblind quarterbacks and fully blind D linemen. But it's working out.
And now, UConn, they really need to get something going here to put their foot down, in my opinion. They can get a score here. This would put them in not only in the driver's seat, but give them a lot of momentum going into the finals, hopefully.
And back to that 2x2 tight set. And back to the corner route. Passing yards up to 175 for George Weasley so far.
And George Weasley's finding his comfort zone, like you mentioned, in that tight formation, getting those players out in that bench route, have so many options to go to out in space.
Now you got a handoff up the middle to Robinson. He's going to pick up a solid 9 yards.
And Robinson's had a really, really sneaky good game, in my opinion, so far.
He has. You've seen 4.5 yards per carry. He's only touched the ball 9 times. It seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a big gain. And then another dot by Weasley.
And I was going to say, Jack Spruce, great play there. Great pass by Weasley. But go back to Robinson. He's had great blocks, too. He's picked up every single block. So giving George a great pocket to throw from every single time, it seems like.
Wile E. Coyote, again, just has a knack for being in that backfield. 2 tackles for loss. Truly the core of this UCO defense.
Yeah, you never know where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, but he's going to be there.
I don't think we see anything other than corner routes here.
Oh my goodness. I thought that was going to be touchdown pass number 3 for Weasley.
And it should have been, to be honest with you. Should have been.
Yeah, that first time he didn't connect on that corner route, eh?
I think that was the mesh concept. I don't think the corner route actually ever got off the line of scrimmage. See, number 5 still struggling. Now we got corner again. Romello Donna, 7-yard touchdown reception. Connecticut scores their 20th and soon to be 21st point of the game. Still left 3 points off. If you remember the missed field goal from earlier.
Yeah, that was a huge miss too. But what a drive there from George Weasley. This sibling rivalry is heating up, and I'm all here for it.
Like I said, I think he is 0-3 against his brother, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. And we don't know how far back that truly goes. This may be a childhood trauma that he is overcoming here tonight, boys and girls. So we need to pay attention. And for Fred, he's got to get himself in gear. He's got to make some plays here right now. There is no time to be messing around.
Yeah, and what better stage to do it on? Obviously, it would be cool to do it in the national championship, but to prevent your brother from going back-to-back is another pretty cool feat. Colt Strong picking up 11 yards.
And here we go, boys and girls. Strap yourself in. I think we're, like I said, last possession of the game is going to win this one, in my opinion. We're going to see some fireworks here pretty soon.
And that was a great call, the little stunt, the looping the DN in the A-gap. Got the pressure. Weasley throws the ball away. Now 2nd and 10 for UCO.
And not to say anything, but when we talked to these coaches at halftime, the UCO coaches mentioned they didn't really knew what they were doing on defense. And for UConn, they have their defensive coordinator. So these calls have been on point, like you mentioned, Gage, and getting pressure endlessly tonight.
Yeah, and the thing about this league is there's a lot of head coaches that can be offensive coordinators.
Right.
There's not a lot of guys that can be DCs. DCs in this league is truly a much harder feat. I think much harder
Yeah.
to accomplish to be good at, and UCO's burned through 2 DCs this season.
Right.
And it's they're seeing the dividends of that here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. 3rd and 8 though now. Big play coming up. Wide open.
Yeah, I think UCO or UConn's playing a little too soft-shelled on 3rd and short, giving them underneath routes like that.
Yeah.
I'd force
Yeah,
them to
that's
throw
a
you
couple
to
times
beat you
now.
deep.
Yeah, that's a couple times now. I agree. If you get beat deep, you get beat deep, right?
Absolutely. And just like
Oh!
that,
Yeah.
goes off the back of the defenders. Not ideal, but you do force the incompletion. But yeah, like we were saying, I mean, ultimately, they haven't beat you deep yet, realistically. They've been able to pick up 3rd downs by just throwing short and watching the guy run across the line. So why not start playing, maybe dropping 2 guys deep or 3 guys deep, letting everybody else play underneath and take your chances.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe they're thinking about that stack route that beat them, right? But that was just a fluke play. That was a fluke play that couldn't get over there into coverage. And, as long as you line up with these guys,
Ooh.
wow, what a hit in the backfield.
And I think that may be Eager. It is. That's the guy that finished top 3 in the Heisman race last season.
Yeah, he put his hat on him, right? He just really went straight through that hip on him. And 3rd and 12 now for Fred and co. This is really getting down the nitty gritty. 2:20 left in the 3rd quarter here, but really, with the amount of time that can come off on a drive, this may need to be a touchdown drive for UCO to stay in this game.
I was trying to figure out what type of coverage it was. I couldn't
Oh!
tell. But Dwayne Johnson with a
The
great
Rock
ball.
says doesn't matter what coverage it is, right? He does not care. He did
Absolutely.
not care.
A great ball there by Weasley, too. Probably the best ball he's thrown all night. And now play action under pressure, throwing wide open, Cole Strong over the middle. 18-yard reception, and those chains are moving yet again.
Yeah, and back to this hurry up they were successful with before. And Weezy there, incredible twinkle toes there in the pocket, able to get some space, get that ball out to Colt Strong.
Now he's going to throw short again. This time it's Dwayne Johnson picking up.
That's 3 in a
5.
row, though. 3 in a row for Weasley.
Yeah, Weasley could be getting hot here if he finishes it off with a touchdown. He could be sparking at the right time. Pressure would be on UConn, honestly, just not blow the lead. You're up 14 with almost, basically going into the 4th quarter, you're up 14. Pressure's on.
All I keep visualizing right now is a 2-point try at the end for the win from UCO. That's all I keep thinking about here. They got to get there. A lot of motion.
Yeah, Weasley now throwing out of bounds, tight coverage across the board, probably the wise play.
Yeah.
And if you're UCO, do you go for it on 4th down here? I mean, I think you almost have to.
Yeah, I think like I was saying earlier, with the amount of time that can come off the clock with a solid drive for the other team, even if they don't score points, right? You really need to score on this drive, in my opinion. The only way you probably get 2 drives in the 4th quarter is by getting a turnover. So, huge play here.
And a beautiful ball there by Weasley on the quick slant.
Yeah, that was a 1-step drop from Weasley there, yeah.
Yeah, that was a catch and throw. Knew where he was going. Now we got man coverage. And
up the middle. Ooh.
Well, I don't know who that is.
I didn't think Elijah Guy was that big of a guy, but he is a huge human being.
Yeah, he looks more like a tight end than a receiver.
Yeah.
That's the second time that D lineman has made a play. Now we got all-out blitz. Wow,
Ooh!
it's dropped.
That could have been picked from. That could have been 6 from Eager if he caught that.
Yeah, I was
I
wondering
think there would
if
have
it
been
was,
no one there.
and I was wondering if it was tipped or if it was dropped by the running back. Eager definitely made a play on it.
Yeah, 3rd and goal though now, huge play here, and like we were saying, this is definitely 4-down territory.
Yeah.
You have to go for it here.
4 yards to gain in 2 plays. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd expect to see a run play on 3rd down, but
Oh
they're
my
gonna
goodness.
throw. I think he had a guy over the middle wide open, but was looking left into 6 guys and just kind of threw it up.
It looked like Elijah guy at the backfield did kind of an angle route and was there by himself, but Weasley went with it early. Huge play call here coming up. But I would say if you get stopped, if you can get the ball back quickly for UCO, not the end of the world.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to see some pressure here.
Yeah, look at them all at the line of scrimmage.
UConn going to bring 5. And it's
Wow.
dropped.
Oh,
he dropped it.
Wow.
dropped it.
Oh, my goodness. I thought that was a surefire touchdown.
It was. He was standing in the end zone.
Is that Tyler Carter just got hit. I'm not sure if he turned and was looking upfield and just couldn't secure that catch.
He shouldn't have even turned. That's one of those you put your heels in the end zone, you catch it, you drop to the ground. You're taught that over and over in practice when it's short yardage end zone type stuff. Now, UConn just needs to get away from this goal line.
Yeah. Give it the middle.
Robinson barely gaining a yard.
Yeah, it's going east to west there, right? Not north to south for some reason. Look, there was potentially a hole up the middle, but 2nd and 9 and turn on conservative clock already.
Yeah,
One more play here before the end of the quarter. What a great game we've had so far. What a tremendous game we've had so far, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a top performance, and that's what I was saying, where UConn just needs to get away from the end zone. That could have smelled disaster had that D lineman got in there just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that really could have. And this is a huge play here. You wonder if UConn just going to try to run the ball, get the ball a little bit further out from their end zone, try and just punt it away. No. Oh! Wow.
He got the first.
Wow.
Weasley.
George is fighting for his life tonight, boys and girls. He wants this. You can tell that he is steamed up here for this game. What a play fighting for those extra yards.
Yeah, that was just I'm not losing this game type of run, and now you got Robinson going to follow it up by a 5-yard gain on first, 6-yard gain on first down.
And you wonder if Fred on the sidelines is itching to get out there to try and put a hit on his brother, thinking about the old days playing smear the queer in the front yard there.
Yeah, asking the coach, put me in. Let me get a shot. We got pressure, and it's dropped. A great play there by the defensive back.
Stopping the clock, 3rd and 4. Big play here coming up for UConn. If they get this first down, they could bring the clock down to like 3 minutes or 3 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, just a first down knocks about another 2 minutes off at minimum, and there it is.
Oh, did he catch it? Wow. Able to keep his back foot in bounds. Beard. Elvis Beard. First catch of the night. Huge one for the Huskies.
Showing off his moves.
Yeah.
You got Robinson. And if I'm UConn, I'm in no hurry. You honestly don't want to pick up a first down with every run. You want 2nd and 7. You want 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. Oh, you want a 4th and inches where you can QB sneaky it, pick it up, and keep the drive going.
Monarch has been canceled. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was just the name of the game. I did not make it.
Robinson picking up another 6 yards.
Great play there from Robinson and making it 3rd and manageable. This might be all ahead full time here from UConn. Just put all 11 hats. I wish you could line up more guys behind the I guess you could do the Maryland Eye, right? And just line everybody back there.
Yeah, power something like that. There's the QB sneak on 3rd and inches. Weasley picking up a
George.
long 3.
He thought he saw daylight there for a second.
Yeah, and
he saw daylight.
And there goes another 2 minutes at least.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't use more clock there, but they're doing what they're doing. Man, Robinson, that was falling forward for that 4 yards. It looked like it was really like 2 yards, but
Yeah,
just
3
able to
yards in a
keep this
cloud of
moving.
dust. It's all
And
you
if you're a
need.
UCO, are you going to use some timeouts here anytime soon?
And there's Wile E. Coyote again in the backfield. This time he misses the tackle, and there's the first time out for UCO.
Yeah, great play from Wile E. Coyote. He really has been everywhere. You don't know what he's going to show up with, right? Don't know exactly where he's going to be, but he always has a plan in store. And it looks like Robinson has just been leaned on a little bit too much there and unable to make anything happen. Bringing up 3rd and 8.
If I'm UConn, I may run it here. Don't risk a turnover. Try to get 4th and short. You're still up 2 scores.
He's throwing it.
Never mind.
Wow.
Disregard everything. I didn't realize
Wow.
UConn's 6 for 9, now 7 for 10 on 3rd down.
Wow, that's 70% clip, right, on 3rd downs. That is a recipe for success for sure. George has played the game of his career tonight, boys.
And I feel like UConn's had the ball basically the entire 4th quarter as well.
Yeah, like we were saying, if UCO didn't score there on that drive, right? I just really felt that this was potentially gonna be the recipe that we were gonna get, and hats off to this UConn offense.
Weasley back to
Throwing
pass
it.
on play action. He's got a man up the
Wow.
sideline. Another first down UConn.
Alex LeBouc, this guy has been everywhere for them.
Yeah,
Every time they needed a play, through the air, they found him tonight.
Yeah, UConn is putting on a clinic of how to run offense.
Wow.
I don't know if that was a run commit or just an 8-man blitz out of UCO, but it pays off nonetheless.
Yeah, Johnny Wright with a really huge play. And it looked like Wile E. Coyote was in the backfield again.
Yeah, between Eager and Coyote, you would have a team that I don't think would allow a rushing yard.
If they're looking to transfer. No, I'm just kidding. But great play again there. And 3rd and 9 now for this UConn offense, and UCO burning their last timeout now with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. This is field goal territory. They need a big play here.
Play action. Weasley over the middle.
Wow.
And that's the game, guys. They can knee it out from here. I don't know if they will, but they could. This game is
It's over.
Over.
Wow. What a game from George Weasley. I mean, what an incredible game from him. And after that first drive of throwing the ball away twice, he just came to play tonight. Wow.
what a ball. A
Oh
beautiful
my God.
touchdown. Weasley with 4 touchdown passes. And if I'm not mistaken,
That might be it. Yeah, that might be the record. Yeah.
it ties the record set by Fred Weasley twice.
Did
Weasley
Fred
brothers.
Weasley do it against his brother? We have to check to see who he did.
I don't know, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me, though.
Man, and Raider is pumped up, flashing the colors there. Super happy with himself. And Pars is going to be happy with himself too. What a game. Seriously, who could have seen this coming? Honestly.
Not like this.
Yeah, not like this at all.
See if Fred can pull out some magic. He's going to throw deep. And it's going to be
Oh.
batted around, then falls incomplete.
Yeah, and this is just going to be a chuck it up time now for Fred. And for Fred, you got to look at this as a learning opportunity, right? But also just have to come to the game better prepared. They admitted to the fact that their defense, another one.
Intercepted.
Yeah, it just what an incredible game from UConn. Their defense, offense, doing it on both sides of the ball. And really the only issue tonight was that missed field goal, right? Everything was working for him. So wow.
Now, UCO will be going home. It's a short ride for them.
No undefeated season either.
Yeah. UConn headed to the national championship to play App State next week in Frisco.
All the hair stood up on my arms everywhere. Right when you said that, let's go. Let's go. Who do you want to go to first?
I think we got to go to UConn. I'm getting their
You going to
screen
UConn
set
first?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
You're
gonna
gonna
UConn
make
first.
UCO sit and listen to it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
The Shades. Wear the Shades next week.
Yeah.
The shade. Are we picking up on a nicotine engage vibe here where
Yes,
the
we are.
Shades have superpowers?
Yeah.
Coaches, congratulations. You
Thank you.
have ruined their back-to-back hopes. You have ruined their undefeated season, and now you are going to play for a national championship.
Yes.
How
Dude,
does it feel?
I couldn't be more excited.
Feels so good.
Dude, it's because they're the team that's eluded us, right? We've lost multiple times to these guys. I think they're the only team in the league we haven't beaten. So to be able to go out there and have this type of game for George to finally beat his older brother in football is fantastic. I love everything about this team. We're looking good.
Yeah, what a weight off of his shoulders, right? I mean, he just played a tremendous game. And, the first series, he was a little shaky. You guys got 3 and out early. I'm not sure what you said to him, but whatever it was, it lit a fire under that man's belly. And he was eating good the whole game. What can you guys say about his performance?
He came out in the beginning of the week, in the beginning of this game with the interviews. I said he can play like the best quarterback in the league and he can play like the worst.
That's right.
He threw some absolute dots for touchdowns. The bench play on the corner route was there the entire time. It was fantastic. So he really came out and showed that he's one of the top in this league. And I can't wait for next week for him to hopefully show it again against the best defense in the league. Can't wait to see it.
We appreciate that. And I was going to say, Raider, playing like the best defense in the league, able to hold this vaunted UCO offense to 7 points. And really that 7 points was made at the end of the first half, right? So you might have been going into the half thinking that it was done for there and they got one quick on you. What can you say about your defensive performance tonight? Really from all of the units.
Honestly, I'm super proud of the defense. This is honestly one of the best offenses in the league and has been for 2 seasons now. So being able to hold them to 7 points and force 3 interceptions, and just have a dominating overall performance that makes me feel good. And I feel like we haven't had a defensive performance like this in quite a few weeks. So it's good to get back dominating on defense like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of momentum going into the national championship. You guys just played a tremendous game. And like I was saying to Gage, it seemed like the only hiccup was that missed field goal, right? And you didn't let that stop you in any way. So incredible effort, incredible play from Weasley. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you then.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're going to the day!
All right, the Bronchos of UCO. Not the end of your season, obviously how you wanted it to be. You didn't want to end the season on a loss, but what's the takeaways from tonight's game going into next season?
Well, it's been a while since we really haven't had answers on offense, so I think it's gonna, I think it's time to finally go relook at that stuff and see what we can do. But the sayings, all good things must come to an end. An 11-game winning streak in this league is insane. It'll probably never happen again.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of how we're feeling. We'll be ready for season 3.
Yeah, and really a heartbreaking game there. Not the performance that you were looking for out of Fred. After that drive there to end the half, a lot of us thought that he was just going to come out and steamroll what are you saying to him to get his mind back right after that sort of loss?
Well, just one of those things where everyone has these types of games, right? And it's just happened in a game that you wouldn't expect Fred to have one of those games in. So it's okay. It happens. I think I'll be ready for season 3, and to try to win a second national championship.
Gage, you got anything?
I mean, I guess I can ask Wad a question here. You kind of, you've set a standard for offensive performances in the RFCL. I think this may be the least amount of points you've ever scored in the game, or UCO has ever scored in the game. Is there anything that you would go back and change, or do you just think maybe it wasn't your not?
Tell your
I'd say a little bit of both. It's like I would have liked to have had the run game going a little more, but like at the same time, it's not like we didn't try. I mean, we tried probably 10, 15 different plays, and we just got stuffed every time. I don't know if like our offensive line just decided they were going to take naps. Like I don't know. Like we just weren't getting the blocks that it felt like we typically do. So I don't know. We weren't really balanced, and I think it threw us off. So
they're playing against a blind guy in Helen Keller, so I'm not sure if they just thought.
Real.
Yeah, not sure, but yeah, they didn't get the blocks that we were expecting, like you were saying.
Mhm.
And another question really for Gerald. What is the plan here on the defensive side? Like you mentioned, it looked like there was just a hole in the creativeness on what you guys are trying to do. Is there any previews? Anybody guys are you looking at as far as to fill that role, or?
I will say we've already hired one.
Oh.
It's yet to be announced,
Oh,
but we
okay.
have hired a coordinator for season 3. And whenever Coach Hunter comes back, we'll deal with that then of what we're gonna do then. But for now, we have a coordinator for season 3.
Well, we look forward to hearing about that. And that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean that pretty much wraps it up. We will move on and get ready for the national championship next week. So thank everybody for tuning in. Good game by UCO and UConn, and we will see